one thing I didn't want to do is go back to my hometown, only baseball on my resume, and now I'd have to start over. And these same people that said that they was rooting for me now may be my boss. And so it's just keeping that in mind, and, and that definitely makes you grind harder because I knew for a fact that I had to give my all and at least see what this opportunity that I was given was worth because I knew that opportunity wasn't given to a lot of people. And for me, the end result would be going back home and basically doing what I would have done out of high school. But as I could have worked my way up, I'm basically starting at the bottom of that 13th grade, like I was telling you, what you would graduate to out of high school.
Right.
But then I've been in the minor leagues at this point for 5 years, and if it didn't work, then basically would have wasted 5 years of my life. Then try to make something out of that, and so just knowing that simple fact, I didn't have a safety net,
Mm.
so it helped me focus more on my craft. And my daughter, she came when I was at Clemson. I was 20
Okay.
at the time, and when she came, I was kind of like a hippie. I didn't need much to live off of. Like never really had much, so it's like I'm not caring about clothes, shoes, whatever.
Right.
And it was just me. But then my daughter came and she changed my life because it's like, hey, I have to provide for her now.
Mm-hmm.
And so between my background, me having a daughter early, that was a big thing that shaped my career early on because now I'm not doing it for me. It is bigger than me. And so I
Mm-hmm.
had to treat it accordingly. And,
Right.
those two factors alone early in my career is a chip that I feel like I had on my shoulder. And I feel like that's what I could look at the player that's stepping in the batter's box, look at him in his eyes, and like really know that he didn't want it more than me because, like I said, I don't have a safety net. Like baseball is life for me because it's going to be the thing that creates a better life for me and my daughter at the time.
Of course, and I feel that. And we had a brief conversation, and it just leads me to this point. And it's I give advice to guy played basketball who wasn't on the baseball mound, but when kids tell me just about basketball and stuff, and traveled all around the world, grateful to have a 4 year college career, didn't play professional. When they ask me stuff about basketball, I tell them the mentality thing. And like I said, we had a conversation on the phone, and you were like, I prepare. I know I'm watching film. I'm doing everything that I need to do to know who I'm going to pitch against. So
Oh yeah,
whether he's a righty, lefty, what he's hitting, what I need to throw my curve, what pitches that I need to throw. So for the pitchers out there, just the mental understanding of okay, if he's hitting sliders and changeups, I know I need to throw something else to him. But preparing your mind to mentally when you're on that mound and it's pressured and it's a nationally televised game or at the biggest stakes, you know that you prepared yourself for that moment. Like I feel like sometimes we get it. We're in the age of where your talent gets you a lot of things more earlier. Nowadays with social media, like if you good, you might have a brand send you some. We got NIL deals and stuff. And to me, sometimes I don't think that the kids focus on the mental mentality that go to all that. They focus on that talent. But as you know, once you get to what I call the majors or the bigger league in any sports, I call it the Lions then because I feel like everybody in there a lion. You can't say, oh, I did this and that. Nah, you going up there with everybody is king of the jungle over there. So
oh
it's
yeah.
all about who prepare and who's gonna have that mental toughness and who's gonna do the extra little thing to win that battle. Because whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, you have a battle in front of you and you have a competitor that probably has achieved everything that you have achieved. And it's about the little things. So I kind of want you to talk about just the mental preparing because I remember you telling me on the phone, like, hey, nah, I knew what they like to hit. I knew what they were. So I knew the pitches that they were good at. Yeah, man. Break that down for me, please.
Oh yeah, and you're exactly right. When you work your way up the system,
Mm-hmm.
you'll start to see the gaps. You have talent.
Mm-hmm.
You got hard workers,
Mm-hmm.
and they would both kind of work their way up, kind of the same. But as they say, talent can only take you so far. Now, the ones that has talent and hard work, obviously they separate themselves from the ones that work hard. And this hand don't always make it. You know, hard work, unfortunately, it's a dog eat dog world. I don't care how hard you work sometimes, if you don't have the talent, if you weren't blessed enough, you know, life's not fair.